I'm Vicki and welcome to the Dear One channel. It is such a pleasure to spend time with you today. I am so eager to share around the topic of relationships. It has been such a path of growth for me in understanding the purpose of relationships, the dynamic of relationships, how to create conscious relationship. It's been a real yearning question in me. So often myself and my partner spend time talking to the channel about that and asking questions to help us to be able to create a more enlightened connection. It's also one of the main questions that I get asked in my practice. For those of you that don't know, I'm a therapist. I've been a therapist for 20 years. But as of December of 2018, I began channeling, which I like to describe it as that my human mind kind of opened up into the universal mind. And there I'm able to access information that I was not able to get through books and through learning and workshops. I was able to have these enlightened experiences. And what happens is it's all of a sudden there's this deeper understanding that comes through me. And that's what I want to share with you. So let's talk about relationships. So what I was informed of is that relationships are about consciousness. They are not about happiness, securing love. They are truly about you having to right the imbalances within yourself. So if you're truly wanting a relationship with no struggle, no discontent, then the only relationship you can seek is the one with yourself. And who thyself is divinity. It is source. It is unbounded love, unconditional love, true acceptance, okay? Now, for those of you like myself who want to be in relationship with others in human form, in this 3D world of matter, we have to understand the purpose of relationship and the ways to navigate it that help you create consciousness within each other as well as in the relationship. So, a moment ago I mentioned that relationships are about righting the imbalances. So within us, we have this lifetime of experiences that we have kind of picked up along the way, these faulty constructs about ourselves, others, and the world. And they make up our core beliefs. And the other person that you are in relationship has their life experiences with their core beliefs. And often they come clashing into each other. And there's a lot of misunderstandings. There's a lot of taking it personal. There's a lot of feeling inconsidered, okay? And that's coming up for you to make yourself aware of your unfinished work. So what I've learned to do in my own relationship is when I feel an emotional state that is negative, I immediately go into my human inventory, I call it, where I ask myself, where in my life am I showing up this way? So here I am offended by my partner, and I ask, where do I show up this way in the world? Because the first thing I want to do is I want to check in with myself, and I want to understand, is this an attribute that I need to bring into balance? Okay? Then the next thing I ask myself is, what's the opportunity for me? And I always wonder how I can help my partner feel understood. Because we're wanting to be acknowledged, we're wanting to be validated. That doesn't mean that what that person is saying is true to you, but based on what you know about that person, you can see that it is true to them. So I want you, as you're moving through your connection with your love, I want you to begin to ask yourself those two questions when contrast shows up. And I want you to see this as purposeful, that this contrast is showing up for you to right the imbalance within yourself. So let's say that you don't do that and you get into a fight and you both feel hurt. So what's happened is you not only had an injury within the relationship, you then were self-injurious by getting to that point of being reactionary and falling down that emotional staircase into a negative state of anger, rage, irritability, frustration. The best gift of self-love that you can give to you is to just help the other feel understood and not fall down that staircase where you are re-injuring yourself. So what I recommend for you to do is the next time some contrast shows up in your relationship, do two things. Ask yourself, where in my life am I showing up this way? Why is this showing up for me? Because if you follow the law of attraction, you understand that you are summoning this for your expansion. And lastly, always ask yourself, what's the opportunity for me here? And know that relationship is about consciousness, and a conscious person creates conscious relationship. Happiness is a byproduct of consciousness. I hope this has been helpful. I look forward to talking with you again. If you want to learn more about this, you can reach out to me, and you can go on my website, dearonechannel.com. Namaste.